So I just thought we'd do a quick filming of the setup for the warm-up. First of all, at this end we're going to have kind of a zigzag shadow stroking drill called Up the River. Move from the yellow line, move to the right around the first cone, hit a forehand, slide to the left around the next cone, hit a backhand, slide to the right. So they're kind of zigzagging up the court, and then after they hit that last shot they just backpedal back to the baseline and join the back of the line. We'll have two groups, because we'll actually have another group over here working their way up this alley. So two groups of 6. When the player in front has hit their second shot, next player goes. So that's kind of the concept on the warm-up. And then up here, just did a mock setup of how things are going to look on the side of the court. So we've got our air zone in here. You can see the rope across the net. And then over here on the side, this is what I came up with for designating where the zones are. So we have, just kind of zoom in here, got these little cones here with zone 1, and then as you go back down, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, and zone 5 back there at the baseline. And then on the other side, the corresponding colors on the other side. So we have zone 5, zone 4 just behind the baseline, zone 3 into zone 2, the little brighter colors here, we kind of jazz those up, make them stand out a little bit. And then up here at the net we have our zone 1 closest to the net. And then I don't have them put up right now, but you can see on this side here, you can see the banners that we'll actually have up on the net on the day of the clinic. This first one is the concept of the modes of play, and then to the left is the actual diagram of the zones as well. So my thought is actually that the group would probably gather in this area over here to the side of the court while we're explaining the zone concept and talking about the shot types. And that way, if they're over here in this space, what they would be looking at is they'd be looking across both indoor courts, and they would then be able to see the actual zones back here. They'd be able to look across and see how the zones look on the court. And I think I'm particularly proud of this one, because that's the two-tone. And then as we go back into the court, this is probably a very similar setup to what we'll have at UBC. So anyway, hope that's helpful to give you an idea of how the courts actually are going to look with the banners on the side. And we'll probably do the warm-up at the far end of the court. So we'll have the players at the far end doing the warm-up in the alley on this side, and then on the alley on that side. And then after they've stretched and had a little bit of water at the cooler over here, we'll have them walk over to this area and we'll do the actual talk in this space right here. Alright, well that's helpful. Looking forward to it. Should be a really, really fun event. Talk to you all soon. Cheers.